Hey, it's Tom, and I'm back. I'm again playing around with listening to shortwave using my RSP-DX and my Megaloop antenna running SDR Uno. And one of the many features, I've forgotten about most of this stuff because I haven't used this in so long, is here you can have it record the power and signal to noise ratio to a CSV file, and you can set up the parameters up here in settings. Where'd it go? No, wrong. See, I told you I haven't used this well. In this settings, you can set up the parameters as, for instance, the time mark interval. And I set it to 10 seconds. So every 10 seconds, it takes a sample of what it's listening to and save the power and signal to noise ratios to a CSV file, which you can look at later. So I'm monitoring WWV on 5 megahertz, and you can see right here in this little window, this is the file, and I can actually, on my computer, depending on the setup, I can look at this file real time. So here's recording, and then of course when it writes to that file, then it won't let me see it. So it's kind of you have to quickly look at it, and it's just, seeing what's going on real time. But then, of course, what you would normally do is, let me go back here, is I would turn this off just by clicking on it. So now it's not recording to that file. So now I can open that file. If I can find my file manager. Come on, mouse, get over there. So now I can open this, and I'm using Open Office. Libra Open Office, and yes. And here's the data. So it gives you the timestamp. Now, I don't know why it was showing, when I was watching it real time, it was showing a date, because it doesn't show the date here. I don't know where the date went. Maybe it's something about the formatting in LibreOffice that I have. So anyway, here's the time, and I did it earlier. So it's at 6:22, and then I started again, and now it's showing the date and time. I don't know why it's different. I don't know why. But you can see earlier at 6:22, the signal noise ratio was down, and it jumped up. And then it was down, and then up and down, and up and down. So that's what I was trying to show you before, in a video before, about how erratic the shortwave listening is right now. And then 30 minutes later, I started again, so it added to that file, because I didn't change the file name. And now it's high, and then there's a low. See, so here, the signal noise ratio is pretty low, but 30 minutes later, it's high again. But it's erratic. So I just want to show you that. That's a good little feature in SDR Uno, so you can kind of have it do the work for you and monitor the power and signal noise ratio. I was doing a scan here. That's why the numbers, I don't remember it being in scan mode, but you can see it's not holding the frequency. So I was in scan mode, and that's one of the reasons that the numbers were all over the place. And in here, I had it fixed on 5 megahertz. And even there, like within seconds, it went from a 24 to a 5.4. Just within seconds. And then it went to 13.6 to 8.8. So it's all over the place. So I thought I wanted to show you that. I make so many mistakes lately when I do a video. I apologize. You get the idea what I'm trying to say is, let me go back to it. SDR Uno, using my RSP-DX, and I use this function right here, power and SDR to a CSV file, and you can just, I don't know if you can schedule that under the scheduler or not. Let's just start to add one. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there was a plugin that would do that for you. The function you could do. Now this would be interesting. You could do an IQ record, which records everything coming to the radio, and you could play it back. And I don't know if you could, when you're playing it back, you can turn on, we'll cancel this, turn this feature on while you're doing a playback. That would be interesting. But although you wouldn't need it, it's just that you would, when you did the record of everything that's coming to the receiver, then it shows everything on the screen as opposed to just having the CSV file, which only has the power and noise ratio. I really need, I started earlier, between these two shows, I started watching the old SDR plays videos on these different features, because I haven't used this very much in over a year, and I've forgotten all these neat features that you can use in this program. And one of the reasons I had held off using this program is because they're coming out with that brand new program that replaces SDR Uno, and it's going to be a lot different. So I'm like, well, do I want to spend time learning how to use again SDR Uno, or do I want to wait till they release this new package and learn how to use that? The problem is they don't have a date of when they're going to release this new package. They said back in May, I think it was, at a Ham Fest, they kind of just briefly showed it off, and they basically said, well, it's coming soon, but they didn't have any date, so I don't know when it's coming out. Anyway, I babbled enough, but the thing is, my point is that shortwave listening is improving. Now, it's erratic right now, but hopefully that noise will settle down, which it has done this morning. It's 7 o'clock in the morning now, it's calmed down. I was able to receive, whoa, you see that little burst right there? I don't know what that was about. I was able to receive China radio pretty loud and clear for a few minutes, and then it went away. So hang in there. One last thing, please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. That helps my position on YouTube. They got a couple of things they don't tell you, but there's a couple of parameters that they use to determine whether they're going to, shall I say, advertise your video or show it to the public or whatever. And one of them is, I think, one of them is number of subscribers you have, how active a particular video is, how many times it's been watched. I had a real, whoa, I couldn't believe it situation. I did a review of a radio about a month ago, and normally my number of views within 24 hours is about 300. This one in 24 hours had over 1,000 views. I don't know what it was, a brand new radio, But for some reason, everybody jumped on it. Maybe they had been looking at it and wanted to find information. I've got a brand new radio coming today. Matter of fact, I just got a notice that it's arriving today, but that means it could be here at 10 o'clock tonight. Anyway, I've babbled enough. Have a great day. Bye-bye.